Okay, Asia session live, looking at gold. Gold hard time frame breakout levels, all bullish. Peak bias, all bullish as well. 3 months traders closed in breakout, broke out of the previous 3 months high, and we're in breakout on the 3 months. Monthly traders are also in breakout, closed in breakout, broke out of the previous month high. Weekly traders broke out of the previous week high, or this one right here, broke out of the previous week high. Currently in breakout. Daily traders also closed in breakout as well. See a breakout setup here on the daily. So we have breakout setups, the reversal patterns, continuation patterns, and pullback patterns. This is the pullback pattern breakout. So we have a breakout. Flipping that breakout level is a false breakout, faking out the low over here. That's a fake out retracement. Getting back up is a re-breakout. And I'm looking for this move right here, trend breakout, breaking out of the previous H8 high. Now we don't have this, and if we don't have this, it's not as good as a setup. This is still a valid setup, but it's always better if you have the H8 high fake out. And the reason why is that if you have that, then I know that there are traders here that are pushing this market down, rejecting that level. And so if you have a breakout and you have people having their stops there, then it's usually going to be a stronger breakout. So we don't have that, so it's not going to be as strong of a move. But we do have an H4 high fake out right there. So this is still valid. H4 is in a range. So we are breaking out of a range. I always like to see a breakout of a range. When there's a range, I know that there's traders kind of pushing up and pushing down. So next hour closes in about 12 minutes. So I'm going to see if we get the breakout around then. So this is very similar to what happened yesterday. And I missed this move yesterday. So yesterday's move in Asia happened when I was having coffee. You have the pattern over here. Breakout came down, breakout reversal, and then broke out above with a trend reversal. And here you could see that you do have that fake out of the H8 high. So those are usually stronger moves if you have that. Consolidation after breakout day, consolidation, breakout, breakout day, breakout day, consolidation. And so I'm looking for that same move. I always have trouble trading these sort of setups. I don't like taking these setups that are so extended. But I find that with gold, just get in if you can see that setup. So I'm going to attempt this. This is not usually, I don't usually like taking it a breakout when we're so extended, but there's just no reason for me to do anything else but buy. Okay, so waiting for that. 10 minutes here, and let's see what happens. Also looking at Nikkei. Hard time frame breakout levels all bearish. Peak bias bearish. 3 months traders are closing breakout. Monthly traders also closed in breakout. Weekly traders currently breaking out, broke out of the previous week low. And so now we have a breakout on the daily. So breakout setup. Let's try to identify these patterns over here. This has kind of been extended already quite a bit. Flip the breakout level here, trend reversal on the daily, and we're currently in trend breakout, trend breakout, trend breakout, trend breakout, and price now is pulling back, and we are in breakout continuation. So bearish setup here, looking for a breakout continuation. Here's a breakout level, price come down, faked out the low, faked out the high, or did not fake out the high actually, faked out the low, came up, broke out above. So we have this. Did not fake out the high. So I can't take this move, can't take the counter trend breakout. Now it's flipped the breakout level. These are much better to take if you have that. So again, if you have this, it tells me that traders are pushing it down. So if I don't have that, then I'm looking for this move instead. So the sell move would be down here, but obviously this is too far. So I do want to get in a bit earlier. And so I can drop down and see if I can find any sort of pattern here on this 8 level. Something just triggered. What is that? Euro USD. Euro USD. I'm looking at this one as well. I don't think I'll take this. I'm going to focus on these. Okay, so right now we have a breakout of the H8 breakout level. And so again, I'm looking at a breakout setup. So these setups work on all these cycles: breakout, trend, breakout, counter trend, breakout, and works on the false breakout, trend reversal. And so now we're breaking out below. So what do I see here? I see a reversal pattern. Right here, breakout level, faked out the high. Breakout level, faked out the high, came down low. We're in a trend reversal now. So now I'm looking for that pullback on this lower time frame. Missed this move, could have taken this, but now I'm looking for that pullback. And I don't know which pullback it's going to be. It's either going to be this reversal pattern, continuation pattern, or a retracement pattern. And that's the part that I have to just kind of wait and see. So we're so close to that H1. Gonna wait to see what happens here. Looks like this will close and break out. Then I do want to see a pullback, and I'll look to get in on the continuation. Okay, here we go. We're coming up above the previous day high. 1 minute. Looking for a 1 minute closure here. Okay, hopefully it doesn't push too high up. Okay, this is pushing a bit too high up. I need to wait for this to pull back. Okay, so we're going to drop down to the 1 second here. And I'm trading that 1 minute breakout. So I'm looking for a breakout pattern here. Okay, so here's the 1 minute breakout. Just a breakout continuation and breakout inside that breakout continuation. Don't see any pattern here yet. I would like this to flip. I want this to come down. So I'm either going to get in on the continuation, or I would like this to pull back a bit. But if it doesn't, it's okay. I'll take that move as well. Okay, this is great. I'm just pulling back. So M1 is now a counter trend breakout. Breakout, faked out the high. That's a breakout reversal, getting below the low. Counter trend breakout, getting right back to that breakout level. And I'm going to be looking for a reversal from this level. So now I'm looking for a reversal setup. And so we've broken out below the M1 low. And so I'm looking for a fake out of the low here, and then counter trend breakout, or the better move is that false breakout, flipping the breakout level. So that's what I'm looking for in order for me to reverse this move. Okay, so we're still closing in breakout. Lower time frames reverse before higher time frames. Okay, this is good, and this is exactly why I don't chase any moves. Came all the way back down. Okay, so now I'm looking for a flip of this. Let me just get my MetaTrader ready here. Okay, still no reason for me to take this trade. Looks like this range is holding. Okay, breakout reversal. Getting above here is a counter trend breakout. Currently, it's still a breakout continuation. Okay, it's not. Flipping this M1 breakout level would be a false breakout plus a trend reversal. So I think the entry is going to be right here. If we can get a fake out of the low, then I can get in aggressively. So this could be an entry right now, but this is Asia session. I'm not going to be so aggressive. I'm just going to wait for this one. Okay, here we go. Closure and want to see continuation. Okay, got in here. Stop loss. I'm at the low of the previous M15. Right here underneath this M15 bar. And so now we're in breakout and just going to hold this now. Okay, so here we go. We're in breakout. I'm just going to, maybe I'll size in on this M15 and I'm going to hold it to the next H8 bar. So the next H8 closes in 4 hours. So I'm just going to hold it to that. So same like yesterday. Didn't take this, but if I took it, I would have held it up to that next H8 bar breakout. And probably if it faked out, then I would have taken some partials here. Okay, let's see, Nikkei. Nikkei's not giving me a pullback yet. Faked out the M30 low. Going to the 30 seconds here to see if I can see any pattern. So we're in breakout, trend breakout, faking out the low. Breakout levels up here. Yeah, I need this to pull back. Okay, nothing here yet. So just sitting on this move for now. Okay, M15 closed and breakout. Drop down to the 15 seconds here, looking for a breakout of this move. Looking for the pattern, breakout, flipping the breakout level, fake out retracement. This is a re-breakout. Getting up here is a trend breakout, but the better one would be above here. So I'm looking for a trend breakout above here for that continuation move. If I don't get that, then I'm looking for a retracement. So let's see what sort of pattern forms here. So I'm going to take the breakout of the M15 high, but I would much prefer this to come down and fake out the M5 low first. So Nikkei not giving me anything yet. And Euro USD. I was looking for this yesterday, flipping that daily breakout level to bring it back up. Don't usually trade this in Asia though. Okay, Nikkei setting up here. Okay, so the breakout levels here. Faking out the low here. I want this to close and break out. So what is this? M10. It's 10 minutes. This is, if it gets back below, this is a breakout continuation, but it's easier for me to trade the false breakout move. So I would like to see this breakout level get pushed down. Okay, so M10, 10 minutes, 3 more minutes, and I'll be back. Okay, so this didn't close in breakout, so breakout level is still high up. So I'd rather this come up, fake out this high, and next 10 minutes, I want to see this one close and break out. Don't really want to take that one yet. Okay, so this one, pattern hasn't changed. We're still trading that trend breakout at the top. Yep, don't see anything here. Okay, still nothing here. Got close to the top here, but started to reject. Still waiting for this to continue on up. 5 minutes until the M15 closes. I definitely need to see this in breakout. If it closes as an inside bar, then my position here is in trouble. And Nikkei has come up, faked out the high, so we're getting a nice trend retracement move here, but the breakout level is, well, I can actually drop down to the 10 seconds. A little bit messy here. Go back. Okay, so finally there's some movement here on gold. Close and breakout. So the last breakout was here, fake out, fake out, fake out. This just tells me that there's no volume here. Now we have a breakout on the M5. So M5 breakout level is here, and we flipped it. So what am I looking for now? I'm looking for a fake out of the M5 low, and I'm looking for a breakout, a retracement breakout. Looking for this pattern right here, breakout, breakout. I want to see this come down, fake out the low, and then getting in on that trend breakout. So still nothing has changed. Still waiting for that trend breakout move. But at least I can see that market is moving now bullish. So I don't have this again. Okay, here we go. Close outside. That's a breakout. Looking for continuation here. So again, this did not come down. So this is just a regular trend breakout. We're in a range now, inside bar, we're in a range. If we can break out of here, then I'll take the continuation. Okay, price did not continue through, came all the way down, faked out the M15 low. So this is much nicer now. But again, I'm still going to take it on the same entry. I can get an early one here, but it's so close that I'd rather just wait for that. If this had pushed down lower, then I could have gotten in earlier on the flip of this M5 breakout level. If this were lower down, maybe even here, I could get in earlier. Nikkei didn't close and break out that 10-minute, and so it looks like I might be missing this move, but I'm not going to get involved in here. You have a bullish breakout, bullish fake out followed by a bearish fake out. That creates a range, so we're kind of in a range here. I'd rather see this come up and fake out the high. So not gonna chase this move. Okay, I might just, if this doesn't break out in the next 5 minutes or so, then I'm just gonna go grab my coffee and breakfast. And if it moves, then I'll just miss that. But at least I got that one position in. Okay, just gonna get my breakfast. Not gonna take this one. I mean, I'm not gonna size in. I already took that, but not gonna size in unless if I'm at the computer and I see it break out, then I'll take it. But if I'm not, then yeah, then it'll just go without me. Okay, I think I'm just gonna take this one. This is a setup. It is a little bit early, but I'm gonna be walking. I'll be getting off the computer right now. I do think this is going to continue on. So this one's a little bit more aggressive here. Low this M15, and that's going to be the second position. And now I'm just going to wait for the next H8 bar in 3 hours. Okay, so 2 positions in, and that's it. Nikkei looks like I'm missing this move. Wanted to pull back up. If it pulls back up, I'll look to enter, but yeah, not going to do anything right now. Okay, that's it. Okay, back on the charts here. Gold moving pretty nice. Already picked up quite a bit. Again, I'm not going to do anything with this until the 8 hour closes. So again, the idea is that I'm going from peak level to peak level. And so yesterday there was a breakout, and then can do some uh, think about what to do once that H8 gets triggered. And same thing here, that breakout and wait until that H8 gets triggered. Breakout, even here, you break out. If you didn't do anything at all, well, this one would have been a stop loss, but even if you didn't do anything at all, that would eventually get to that H8. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now, just kind of letting it go to that next level. And looking to size in again, waiting for this 1 hour bar to close, and then I'm going to look for those entry patterns again. Nikkei, good thing that I did not enter that. It ended up coming back up. So if I had taken that sell, I can't remember where it was again, but if I had taken that sell, that would have been a stop loss. Now we're stuck in a range here, and we're at the top of the range. So we have triggered that high of the range. And so this is valid to start looking for sells again, but maybe not the best one. Let me see the 4 hour here. The 4 hour just closed 1 hour ago, actually. Bullish fake out. So one thing I don't like about this is that we're kind of stuck in the middle here on the 2 hour. So if this next 1 hour doesn't fake out the high or fake out the low, then I'm going to be stuck in a range here. So not really ideal. And even here, same thing here. If we close here, then this is going to be a range. We're actually in a larger range, and the range low has been faked out. Has not triggered that range high. Next 10 minutes, if this closes like this, it'll get stuck in a range. So I think no trades for me on Nikkei, at least not for now. H8 is there. Yeah, can't see the entry. So we have broken out here, flipped that breakout level, and then on the M5, we've also flipped the H2 breakout level right here without triggering that high. So if you get underneath that breakout level. Actually, this did not flip the breakout level. This is just a regular breakout. And so looking for a continuation on the M2, since I'm trading that H2, I do identify that pattern here. Breakout, fake out the high. That's a fake out retracement, re-breakout, and then getting below here is a trend breakout. The better one would be below here, but this would be a valid sell, but there was no continuation here. And so the next setup for me is if price comes up and fakes out this previous M30 high, and then I'd be looking for that exact same setup. But then again, I don't like what's happening here on the H1 and the H2. So I'll just keep monitoring this. I do like this for sells. And if it's going to give me a setup, this is probably like one of the better formations when you have a strong push down and then it's pulling back. So it just depends on if I'm going to get in at the right pullback. This might not be the right one. It might go up even higher. Um, but I don't mind. Usually when I take trades like this, if I take a loss, it usually means that it's not ready and price comes up even higher and then I'll get an even better price. So I don't mind attempting this one, but I think it needs to come up a bit. Okay, but right now there's no pattern for me here, and so nothing for me to do. And 10 minutes until the H1 closes, so nothing for me to do right now. Okay, H1 bar closed in breakout. I'm on the 1 minute here, seeing the H1 breakout bar, looking for some sort of retracement move. We have the breakout level right here, looking for those entry patterns, looking for a breakout here. So looking at breakout setups. Right now we have the breakout level here, a bullish one actually. So this is a retracement one. I want to see price. Would have been nice if it faked out the high. Did not do that. Flip the breakout level. I want to see it fake out the low. This is fake out retracement. And I'm in pretty good profits now, so I'm going to be entering aggressively. If I get an entry here, I could take 1, 2, and 3, sizing in. So it looks like it might do that. If it triggers that low, these blue setups over here, these blue trades, these allow me to drop down to lower time frames. So when we get a fake out, then I'm looking at these reversal setups. So if it triggers that low, then I'm going to go over to these reversal setups instead of the breakout setups and look for entries using one of these patterns. Okay, so gold has triggered that M15 high. So in terms of the setup here, still looking for this retracement move. Breakout level, we faked out the high. So now what I want to see is I want to see price come down and fake out this low, and then I can take that breakout with lots of confidence. But if it breaks out like this, then it's just a regular trend breakout. Probably, yeah, just a regular trend breakout. Breaking out and then breaking out with the trend. These ones, I find that they tend to fail. So these are not the ones that I like to take. If it just goes from here and then breaking out, um, those are ones that I don't really want to take. So I do want to see this pull back, especially since we're so high up. Okay, AU. So AU is something else that I just identified that I'm looking at. AU hard time frame breakout levels, all bearish, peak bias bearish as well. 3 months is in a breakout reversal, broke out below that 3 months breakout level, faked out the low, breakout reversal, but I can reverse this bullish move because monthly is now in breakout continuation. Breakout, and then fake out the high. So we're below this fake out level. So we're in fake out continuation, and then weekly is in a trend breakout. So on the weekly, we have breakout level here, faked out the high. That's a fake out retracement, re-breakout, and now trend breakout on the weekly, and we're pulling back. And so now I see on, let me just quickly check here. What was I looking at here? Yeah, this one I'd rather come up. I don't really like this structure. Gold is breaking out over here. Not interested in this one. I needed to pull back. All right, so AU on the weekly. So monthly is in breakout continuation. Weekly, we have that trend breakout. And on the daily now, we've flipped the daily breakout level, or this is a pullback pattern again. Breakout came above that breakout level, fake out retracement, re-breakout, trend breakout. So exactly the same as the weekly. And so on the daily now, we're in a breakout day, and I'm looking for that breakout setup. So right now we broke out. The way that we broke out is a regular trend breakout, breakout, fake out retracement, re-breakout, trend breakout. So we broke out with a pullback pattern, this exact pattern, breakout, faked out the high, getting below the low, trend breakout, and then we broke out again, another trend breakout, then we faked out the low over here. So right now we're below that breakout level, so I'm not trading this fake out, this retracement breakout continuation. I mean, still need to work on the names. I'm kind of messing up the names, but basically these are reversal continuations and pullbacks. If I don't have this one, I'm looking at one of these. So I'm looking at this one now, a breakout continuation. We have the breakout level below that breakout level, faking out the low, faking out the high over here. There's a breakout continuation. So right now we're above it. So this is a counter trend breakout. But if we can get below, then that's a breakout continuation. And if it gets below, then I can drop down to lower time frames. So dropping down to the M5, I see the breakout level right here on the H2. And so my earliest entry would be over here if I'm trading the M5. Okay, let me see anything here. This seems to just be breaking out. I don't want to take this one. I want it to pull back. So we have pulled back on the lower time frames. I could see we have that retracement on the M5 and then a breakout of the M5 high over here. So that is that the pullback pattern. But again, we're so high up that I'd rather get that sort of pattern on a larger time frame. But AU, I wanted to fake out this level first. And since we've triggered that H2 level, now I can drop down to lower time frames and I can time this on a lower time frame. I think this video is getting a bit long, 30 minutes. So I'm always trying to spot my pattern here. Last time 30 close inside, so we broke out. I need this to come back underneath, and the earliest I can enter on this time frame is below here. But since we've triggered that M30 level, now I can drop down even lower. So again, my setups are all completely fractal, so I can always drop down lower and lower. But if price gets a little bit ugly, then I don't really want to trade something here. Yeah, so I'm just going to stay up at a higher time frame. Okay, nothing for me to do yet. Still just waiting around. Okay, we have about 1 more hour until the H8 bar closes. No entry on gold. I'm not going to take any more entries on gold. It's too close to this H8 bar. Usually these bars, when they close, will pull back quite a bit, retrace quite a bit. You can see that, breakout, retracement, breakout, retracement, breakout, retracement, breakout, retracement. So I'm not going to get in too high up here. It's too close. So no more positions on gold. Just going to wait and see what happens here. So I'm just going to focus on Aussie USD at the moment. And so Aussie USD, again, everything is bearish here. We have a nice, strong H1 bar. 7 minutes, not going to do anything. I need to see what happens here. I do want to see this closing breakout. That will give me a bit of room to play with. M15 is not really looking too good here. little bit hard. I can see that we're above the H4 high, so I'm going to drop down to the M10. M10, we're in a breakout on the H4, so we're breaking out, and I'll go up to the 3-minute here. I think I'll be trading this H4 bar. Still want to look for a sell. So we're breaking out of the H4, so I'll be looking for a reversal setup. We're breaking out above, so I'm looking at this reversal. What happened there? Not interested in gold. Breakout, faking out the high, that's a breakout reversal. Counter trend breakout, if we break out below the H1 low, which will be right here in about 7 minutes if it stays here. But I want to see a flip of that H1 breakout level. That would be the stronger move. But if we get a counter trend breakout on the H1 and then get below the H4, then I can enter like that as well. Okay, so looking at Aussie USD, I'll be back in about 5 minutes here. And if it goes too low, then I'll get in on the flip of the H1 or a breakout of the H1 low. And we're so close to the H4 low. Yeah. Okay. So just waiting on this. Not going to do anything with this move. I'm going to wait for this H1 bar. Okay. Going to call it a session. Got some stuff to do. Not going to take any more trades here. So only took on gold. Gold's still moving. Just going to let this run. Not going to do anything with this. Was looking for AU, but did not give me a counter trend breakout and did not flip that H1 breakout level, so nothing for me to do here. Was looking at Nikkei. Looks like I missed the Nikkei move. We did flip that breakout level. I kind of didn't like it because of the 2-hour bar. We had an inside bar there, and then we were stuck in the inside. I needed to see a breakout, so we did have a breakout just now, but this is too low for me. Technically, this is a setup. The way that I take these false breakout moves, if I don't get the fake out of the high, I take the breakout of the low, but it's too close to that previous day low, and it's also too close to this level as well. So, it reacted exactly at that level. So, not going to take this one. Kind of a pity. I kind of like Nikkei, what it's doing on the monthlies. But yeah, couldn't find an entry here. It's just the way it goes. And then I think that's it. I was only looking at those, and I'm just going to let gold run. All right, done with Asia session. Not sure. I'm not going to trade London. I have some event to do, and New York. I'm not sure if I'll be trading New York either. So that's it. And then tomorrow I'm going to be going to the mountains, so I probably won't be. I think I'll be trading, but I don't think I'll make any videos tomorrow or the rest of the week. Going on vacation again. All right, so that's it. Asia session done, and that's all.